Hi, welcome to my Make It Monday for Monday the 8th of December 2025. My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, so welcome. So I'm just trying to see if I have gone live. I'm just waiting for that little email notification I get. Okay, oh hi Elizabeth, I'm live obviously. I haven't got my email notification saying I've gone live. Maybe it's coming in now, but obviously I am because you've commented. Hello, how are you? I won't worry about that because it's just doing silly things. We have a cooler day here on the Central Coast. What's 26 degrees today. So we actually live only about 7 kilometres from where all those terrible house fires were at Coolywong. The whole weekend, hiya Marilyn, the whole weekend all we could hear were sirens and water bombing helicopters going over our house, because where the fires were to us, they're on the right hand side of Brisbane Waters. Hi Lynn, and we're on the left hand side of Brisbane Waters. And so yeah, so the helicopters were going over us and sirens all the time the whole weekend. So we really feel for those people that lost their house. You're decluttering the craft room. I'm going to do that over Christmas, she says. She said that last Christmas. I did do some. I don't know. I think it's a constant. Hi, Margaret. I think it's a constant challenge, the decluttering. But yes, that seems to always be a Christmas thing to do. So yes, so today's a lot cooler, thank goodness. It was 42 degrees on Saturday here, and it was a terrible day. And I feel for all those families that lost their houses. So hopefully they can rebuild and you know, survive this terrible ordeal. Some pets were lost, but no lives were lost, so that was the main thing. Anyway, let's get on to Make It Monday. Now, I probably said in my post this morning when I put it up that I had no idea what I was going to make, and I did not have any idea what I was going to make, but here we are. I have worked out something. I am revisiting something that I did back in July, so I hope you don't mind me doing that, but I'm using different products. So, hi Joan. Yeah, sending love to them all. That's exactly right. I mean, possessions and houses, it's all things that can be replaced. But as I was saying to my husband, I said, I think it's the photos that would upset me the most. Everything else can be replaced. It's just all those like old photos before we had the cloud and Google Drive and all of those things. That we can store our photos on, you know, all the old photos. I think that's what would upset me the most. Everything else is replaceable. Anyway, and as long as people weren't, you know, injured or hurt, that was the main thing too. So we're going to make a card today. It's called a W fold card. I did make one back in July with the Kintsugi Inspirations Suite. But I'm revisiting it, so that's all I could come up with today. But it looks pretty good. I've made a sample, so I'm happy with the sample. So we're going to do the same, but in a different colour. So let's go down to the craft desk and get started. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting messages from my daughter. She will have to wait. Okay, so I just wanted to let you all know about the product of the month. This is a new promotion Stampin' Up are now doing. Instead of Celebration, that used to be in January and February every year, they're now doing product of the month. So every month will be a different product that you can add to your order once your order reaches $125. So this month it's these True Blue Florals Designer Series paper. So you can add that to your order for $9 once your order reaches $125. So I placed an order this morning and I added this to my order. So I'm looking forward to getting that and playing with it because blues are my thing. I have a blue car. Blue's my colour. So, so that's our product of the month. So, and it is while stocks last. So if you're really looking for this paper and really want it, you like it, then you need to act quickly because we don't know when it will sell out. So, you know, there is a little bit of an urgency there if you really want it and don't want to miss out. So that's the True Blue Florals, the product of the month for December. It costs $9. Once your order reaches $125, you can add it to your cart. So that's that. Let me just put that on the floor. Okay, so this, what I'm using today is from the November online exclusive release, and it is called Hobby Haven Suite. So it's a suite collection that has stamps and dies, designer series paper, specialty designer series paper, because it's got 2 sheets of die cuts at the back of it. I just said there were no sirens. Can you hear those sirens? Please, God, don't let it be fires. Please. Well, sirens are no good no matter what, but the earthy matte dots and the garden green chevron ribbon. So that's the suite, and this suite is $136. So if you're interested in this suite, if you put that in your cart, you're automatically eligible for the product of the month. Hi, Tanya. So that's, you know, that's one way of looking at it. If you really like a suite, and if it's over the $125, you can get the product of the month. So each month there's going to be a different product. So this month it's designer series paper. We don't know what next month's product will be. So that's the suite we're using today. So I'll put that not on the floor. Okay, so these are a couple of cards I've made using this suite. This was one on a team retreat that we did back in October, I think. Or was it November? It was a few weeks ago. And that was really nice. Quite a nice sort of easy card, just using paper, one of the stamps, some of the dies of the ribbon and the dots. This is one I did in a video a couple of weeks back. It's a joy fold card, and it's using the designer series paper. So this paper is all about different hobbies. So there's the ribbon and the dots. I'll show you the card we're going to make. This is the one that was back, that I got out of the archives, and as I said, I did do it back in in July with the Kintsugi Inspirations Suite, but I just thought I'd revisit it. And you don't know it's got a wow factor until you open it. So when you open it, it's going to stand like that. That's why it's a W fold, because there's the W. And you just think it's a normal looking card, nothing special, but then you open it and there's a bit of a wow. And on this one, I didn't put anywhere where somebody could write on it. That was silly, but this is just sits in my sample box now. So that was the Dress to Impress, I think it was called, suite, back in the day. It's quite a few years ago. So that's the card we're doing, and I quickly whipped one up in the Hobby Haven suite this morning. So this one's using all the spa items, like, you know, it's moisturizers, creams, bar salts, all that sort of thing. And I thought this stamp from the stamp set was a good one to have for this card, Deep Breath. And then you open it up, and I've used some of the die cuts from the specialty paper. Now you'll notice these ones I've put different heights, and on my original card I just put them all the same height. So you can mix that around a bit and do that. So deep breaths, you deserve all the good things. So I thought, you know, if you're needing a bit of pampering, plants, books, here's the moisturizing lotions and things, and a coffee. You always need a coffee when you're needing a deep breath. And maybe it's a good one to have for leading up to Christmas. With all the Christmas craziness, we need to take deep breaths. And then I did put on the back a panel where you could write on it. Now I put this up on dimensionals, but I haven't put any of these up on dimensionals because it does actually have a bit of thickness to it. And if you put things up on your little panels on dimensionals, you're going to make it even thicker, so you might have to pay a little bit extra in postage. So that's the card we're going to make today. I'll put our other samples away, and let's bring in what we need. Now, I've got my window open, so I hope things don't blow away, she says. So this is the paper. Just try and slide it out carefully. These are my little strips. I keep them. They'd make a really good strip card using up your paper. So you've got some with the spa package. Let me try and turn this around. All the moisturizers, brushes, pedicures, all sorts of things, eye masks, all sorts of things, pampering. Then you've got some with the chairs and the plants. Then you've got the books and lamps. And I really like the backs of these papers too. And that's the pamper page. That's what I call it. You've got cooking. So it's all different hobbies. A nice plaid on the back. Oh, that's the chairs again. Did I show that before? I think I did. Sewing. Our kind of craft. Knitting, crocheting, cross stitch. And then this is one of the sheets, the die sheets that have got all the pop outs. I've popped out one sheet into my little packet. And this is the other one I've left in place because it's easier to see what's in there. And they're all the die cuts, and you get 2 sheets of those. So that, whoops, that one's just popped out. We'll just lay it back there. Okay, so that's the paper, and it's specialty because of those die cuts. Oops, that was my trimmer. Okay, I don't think I need my trimmer. I don't think. Okay, so this is the stamp set and the dies, and I have also used the beautiful pattern embossing folder. So let me just go through what you need. You've got a card base measuring 10.5 centimeters by 28 centimeters. So you just have to cut 1.9, I think it's 1.9 centimeters. No, 1.7. Yeah, our cardstock's 29.7 centimeters. So you just cut off 1.7 centimeters and you score it at 14. And that, the reason why I didn't use the full length of the A4 sheet, it just makes it easier for your foldy strip, your mechanism. If that's 28 centimeters, you can divide into it easily, and that's why I've cut it down. So we've got that, and this is Coastal Cabana. This is a colour I don't very often use. So there you go. So that's that one. I've got 4 panels of Secret Sea, and they are 10 centimeters by 13.5. I have 3 panels of DSP, and they are 9.5 centimeters by 13. And I've got 1 panel of basic beige cardstock that's also 9.5 by 13. I have a mechanism piece that's 3 centimeters by 28 centimeters, and it's scored at 7, 14 and 21. And you can see that's why I've made the card 28 centimeters, because this is just easier to score it into 4 even panels. I have 4 Secret Sea little panels that are, what are they, 6.5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. And I have 4 basic beige panels that are 6 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters. And I have run them all through the beautiful patterns embossing folder, just for a little bit of texture. So basically we're just going to start matting, because this card actually comes together quite easily. It's just really a whole lot of matting. Let me move this one down here. Okay, so I am going to use, like on this one, I'm going to use the chair or the plants, and it just depends which one I want to use, because I have what have I got? I've got two dies here for my sentiment I'm going to use. So I've got that one and I've got this one. So I guess I just don't want to cover up something I want in my I don't know what I'm trying to say. Can someone help me? See, I've got a chair here and a chair there. So I'm just making sure I don't cover up one of those chairs. You know, I think I'm going to go with this one because it's further over to the right, and I think it'll be better, be easier if I don't, not to cover it up. Goodness, I'm struggling with words today. So, okay. So I'll just put this down. I'm not doing Christmas, did you notice? I'm not doing a Christmas card. I thought, I can't do a Christmas card. I'm sort of, no, I'm not completely over Christmas cards, because I've still got 2 more Wednesdays, 12 weeks of Christmas. Now this one I'm going to turn over because I think it would be too busy if I had that all in there. I think it would just be too busy. I think we need to turn it over. So I know it's probably criminal covering this side up, but that's the way it goes. I'll move that over there. So yeah, I've got 2 more 12 weeks of Christmas Wednesdays to go. And I'm going to have to pre-record this week's because I've got a Christmas lunch I've got to go to. So I will have to pre-record this Wednesdays, which I'll probably do straight after this video. And but yeah, I've been doing Christmas for so long now that I think I've come to the end of my creative Christmasness. Okay, let's just make sure that's up. Bit of spurtage. Get rid of the spurtage. Okay, that one's our back piece, which we need to put that onto, but I really should probably stamp before I stick. So I don't know what I want to stamp yet, so I'll put that to one side so you can see how this is coming together. That's going to go on the front. These 2 are going to go in here. So I can put my inside ones in, which I shall do. So I have put all the dimensions in the bottom underneath this video. I have put the dimensions for this card underneath if you're wanting to recreate it. And as you can see, you can recreate it in any papers and product. You could do a Christmas one if you wanted to, this design. It's a fold that can lend itself to any occasion. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm not sure if I want to put that on yet, because this one I wrapped the ribbon around, so I'll just wait in case I want to do that. I don't know yet. Okay, so you're just going to score your mechanism on your fold lines, which were 7, 14 and 28. No, 21. 7, 14 and 21, because they are going to go here up to your matting piece, your secret C piece, like so. Now on this card, let's move it over. I put that down at lower. I think I might, and I've got lines on my paper, which is helpful. I think I might put it up a little bit higher this time, because it just gives us a little bit more breathing space. And I'm going to put glue there and glue here. And I'm just going to hold this one up. Now I am going to put it, where am I going to put it? Let's look. I'm going to put it, and I want to mat it up to the secret C panel. Okay. I'm just going to line it up on my glass mat, because I think that will be a good idea to do. There we go. I'll just hold that in place. Now you could do this mechanism panel the same colour as your card base, the same colour as your matting piece, up to you. So if you mat it, if you line it up with your matting piece, when you fold it shut, it doesn't poke out. It just gives you a little bit of wiggle room that won't poke out. If you go to the edge of the card, it might poke out, and I just rather have it not encroach on that. Okay, so now we've got our little panels here. So we've got Secret C, oops, here it is, and we've got our little pieces of basic beige done in that embossing folder, the beautiful patterns embossing folder. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. And we're just going to mat those pieces together. This is a really nice embossing folder. It's in the online exclusive range, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I have it labelled. And it goes with a suite. I don't have the suite, so I can't actually tell you the name of the suite, because beautiful florals or something like that, I think it's called. But I just got the embossing folder because it's a nice embossing folder. Oopsie, there we go. That's that one. Getting to the end of my glue again. Everyone's very quiet. Have I put you to sleep? Must have. Okay. Okay, so there are panels. Now, we could go, now, before we decide whether we're going to go up and down and up and down, I've got a few little bits and pieces over here. So this was one panel on the spa page, or die cuts, and I just cut 3 off. And I've got these 3 here, which I can just trim while listening intently. Ah, nice. I've got a cup of tea too. It's probably cold, but it's green tea, so that doesn't matter, does it? It is cold, but that's okay. I've got the other set of the spa package. Could use that. I've got plants, which, now where's my front of my, this is going to be the front. Move that out of the way. This is at the front, so we've got sort of plants and the chair and stuff like that. So let me just look. I have got a coffee cup as well. I did get a couple of things out. Why can't I get this out? Oh, there we go. And I've got another coffee cup. I've got plants. I think plants are a must. And I've got another set of plants. Which way do they go? So I could make this very plant focused, this one. Because we've got plants here. 3 plants might be too much. Too many plants. I could do, what else have I got out? Nothing. I've got the spa. And I thought on the front of this one, I would stamp You're the Best. I thought that would be the one I'd stamp on this little, look, I could use both these coffee cups, couldn't I? Let's do that. And the spa package. And this one needs a little bit of trimming, I think. So it's like 2 sheets of ephemera. And sometimes they're really cool to just play with and use. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, I think that's looking good. Are we all in agreement that that looks okay? Got our plants on either end. And we've got a spa package in the middle, and we've got coffee. And we can go down, up, down, up. Or we could do the two end ones the same and do the two in the middle down and up. Oh, it's decisions. Decisions. I think down, up, down. Okay, let's do it opposite to my sample card. We'll go up, down, up, down. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm going to attach this to my panel before I attach the panel to the mechanism. There we go. I'll just hold that down. And I won't attach the ones to the mechanism. I'll get them all on the panels first, because I think that's important to have them all sitting ready to roll. Okay. Stay down a little, coffee cup. I'm going to take away one as well. I know I was doing some Christmas shopping last week and I needed coffee. Just, not that we have to buy too much this year, but just needed coffee. I think it's just because the shops are so busy. And like everybody's sort of just manic. It just sort of puts you into a manic state. Okay, so that goes there. Okay, we'll put that out of the way. Now what did we decide? We decided the same as the sample, didn't we? Or did we? No, we decided the opposite to the sample, didn't we? Yes. Okay. Let's sit down, up, and down. Okay, so I'm going to put my little panel here. I'm going to put just glue where I want it to go. And we want this one down. So I'm going to line it up with my paper. My paper's got lines and that's helpful today. There we go. Now this one I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to put my panel, just going to make sure I don't put glue too far across. And this one's going to go up. And I'll do it just shy of the bottom. I won't put the bottoms in line with each other. I'll just do it a little bit lower. And in the center of your mechanism, of your score lines. And just get that there. No, stay where I put it, don't you move. Do as you're told. There we go. Okay, now this one is our coffee cups. Our coffee cups, I should say. And we're going to put that down, and we've sort of got a line to sort of go with, and center in between your score lines. There we go. And then this one is going to go up. I had to think. And once again, okay, and it's just a little bit below the edges, the two bottom, just a bit below. There we go. Okay, they should be right. Let's close up shop and see what happens. Yay, they don't stick out. That's what you want. You don't want anything protruding from the edge of your card. That's the way it looks when it's closed. So now we've got to do something with the front. Rose is in my room and she's having a little dream. It's all right, sweetie. She's having a little cry. Okay, so that's that. So let's close up this one. And you can see why I've gone with the reverse paper, because I think this paper would be too busy inside and take away from our focal points. So I've done the reverse side of the paper, which I think is quite nice. And I actually, to tell you the truth, I actually like the B side of this paper pack better than the A side. But don't tell anyone. I didn't tell you that. Okay, so this is our front panel. Now I just want to see, I've cut out a couple of branches because the dies have got 2 little branches. And I've cut these 2 dies out because I wasn't sure which one would be the better one. You could hear her. It was only very quiet, but yeah, she was having a little dream. Okay, so I don't know if I want to use these because there might be too much, but I just thought I'd cut them out. Okay, let me put... I do find these ephemera pieces a little bit problematic because they just go everywhere. Okay, I wasn't sure which one I wanted, and I thought I'd do the ribbon through the top knot. Okay, and I'm still getting used to the new stamp case situation. The jury's still out. I don't know if I like it or not, but there's nothing I can do about it, so I have to like it. But yeah, I'm still undecided. Okay, so I thought I'd do You're the Best. That didn't work very well. Let me get a bit of cardstock. That there. Oh, come on. Okay. Now, it does fit on this one, so, and I'm just wondering what, I could go garden green. I think that could be a good one. The pattern side's very busy, too busy for you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I actually thought that too. I wasn't going to get it, but then I actually saw the B sides of the paper and I thought, oh, I actually like them. So I thought I could use the pattern side minimally and yeah, do it. Yeah, you tuned into animals, are you, Tanya? Okay, this one's going to fit, so I think we'll do this size, because then it shows more of our paper. You're the best. See, if we use this one, can't pick anything up off this glass mat. I can stamp it, but I still think the smaller one's going to be better. There's sort of more room around this one. Oops. Okay. I don't think I want to do my, close this up. I don't think I want to do my ribbon around either side of it. So I don't, like around like this one. I'm thinking I want to just put that in there. Needs something behind it really, doesn't it? I think. It doesn't stand out enough, is my thoughts. It needs some garden green behind it. But that's going to be too big to back it with. Or would it? Yes, I think it would. Or should I just... Oh, look, see, I'm gone off on a tangent and I'm talking to myself. I could do some, add some bits like that. I might do a bit of blending, a bow on top. Yes, I'm going to do a bow on top, 100%. I might get my petal pink blending brush, if I can find it quickly, which never is a good thing to try and do something quickly. Yellows, reds, browns, got every colour under the sun, basic beige, purples. Has that got purple on it though? It has not. It can be pink. petal pink. Maybe the bigger one in the blue or the green. You mean as well as this one or instead of this one, Tanya? Oh, thanks, Joan. As well as this one or instead of this one? You know what would be good? Garden green or coastal cabana and heat embossed with white. Shall we do that? Let me think. Or will we just do this? Oh, look, it's just too much information. Definitely a bow on top. If I do coastal cabana and heat emboss in white, I don't know whether this ribbon would go with it. Probably would. Probably don't need those though. Maybe the same size but cut so it's on the end. Oh, do you mean like this, Tanya? I'm having creative block at the moment. You know how writers get writer's block? I'm going through creative block at the moment. I think the white's getting lost. I'm thinking maybe I stamp in garden green. Sorry. Like the one above. Cut this one in half. Well, I wouldn't really need to cut it in half, would I? No, I think I think I'm going to get a piece of garden green out and we're going to heat emboss the sentiment on it. I've gone rogue on my own card. Now, does this have enough garden green here? No, not really. I don't have a big enough garden green scrap. That be big enough? I think it might be. Yes, it will be. Okay, so let me just cut. I'm going to cut it out first. I'm not going to stamp and then die cut it. I'm going to cut it out first. And I think I'll do it on the little one because it shows up more of our papers behind. So just bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry, Rosie, I didn't mean to frighten you. You hop back in your bed, that's the girl. That's the girl. Okay. So we'll pop that back in there. Okay, I think yes. I think yes. I'm gone rogue. I've gone rogue. But you know, it's what happens when you've got creative block. Okay, so we're going to get that nice and clear. And we're going to grab our Versamark. And now I've got to find my embossing powders. Why do I stack things up against where my embossing powders live? Why do I do that? I don't know. Okay. So we'll ink that up. We will get this in. And we will put that down. It's still very windy. Even though the temperature's cooler, it's still windy. Okay. And tweezers. I think this might look alright. And yes, this is white. I didn't want to tip clear on it and find out that I'd done the wrong thing. Yeah, that looks alright. I will just grab my little paintbrush. No, the bee looks like it needs a bit more. There we go. Okay, I'll put that to one side, put this back in the container. So there's all sorts of ways you could do the sentiment on the front panel. It's just if you don't have creativity block when you're trying to work it out. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit noisy because I'm going to turn my heat tool on. There it goes. There we go. Okay, that looks quite nice, all heat embossed. So you're getting the best of both worlds, I think, with the heat embossing. I think. Let me put that away. Yeah, I think, yep. See, you don't need like a background piece. You've got the white. Yeah, I think that looks good. And we can stick this down because we're not going to do ribbon behind. And just make sure, because you've got a lot of bulk inside, you just sort of got to make sure you line it up properly. Okay, so that's the front, and that's what happens when you open it out. It's like kapow. And we can put this on here. We could, I think I'll just tie like a bow and pretend I've tied it through the loop. Do you know what I mean? Like a faux bow. Because tying a bow and getting it through a loop, I think could just be too much challenge for me today. I think I might not cope. Yeah, I think that's better. We can pretend. I like pretending. This is a really pretty ribbon. Really good for bow tying. Okay, so we can just pretend, stick that up there with a glue dot. If I can just tweak my bow a bit better. Stick this up on dimensionals, and then I'll do it with a glue dot then. So you can decorate this sort of card as heavily decorated or not as decorated as you like. It's entirely up to you. Did that come off? No, it did not. I'm going to put it over here, and I'm covering up that, but I want that chair and this what's that plant called? Elephant leaves or elephant something? I'm going to pop it here. I'm sure I've got one in my garden, in my courtyard. They grow like anything. And I'll pop my little bow there so it looks like I've actually threaded it through and tied it off. I cheated. Okay, so that's that. Now, do we need any foliage? Or do you think it's fine as it is? You could put this one in, maybe. Think about it. Elephant ears. I was close. I might put this one in, because it just adds a bit more texture. Thanks, Tanya. It grows like wildfire. I don't want to mention fire. But yeah, in our courtyard, it's just silly. Okay, I will keep that for another time. And I've got 2 sentiment stamps for another time. Now, these are the embellishments. And you know what? I don't think they really go. But maybe that's just me. I just don't think they really, like, you can't even see them on this card. I put the pecan pie one and they get lost. But these ones are meant to be Lost Lagoon and they don't look like Lost Lagoon at all. And this is Coastal Cabana. I suppose I could use these because they're sort of all toning in. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just use the Lost Lagoon and be happy with it. I'm going to put one on my little banner. I think that's my problem with my creative block at the moment. I'm overthinking everything. Do you do that? I'm just overthinking everything. Okay, so let's come back to what we're going to put on. So this is the front of our card. You're the best. And got all that. Oh, I know what else I wanted to stamp, and I should have done it before I did that. Not to worry. I wanted to stamp You Deserve All the Good Things. So I'm going to put this back here. As I said, the jury's still out. I'm not sure about these stamp cases, but anyway, it's what we've got and it's what we have to deal with. Okay, so which way around is it? I don't want to stamp it upside down. That way. You deserve all the good things. Or should I put it here? Because that's flat. I'm going to put it here. Because I don't trust myself on the other side. Because I've got it puffed up on the front. Oh, even then I stuffed it up a little bit. Look. My things aren't completely right. They'll do. I'll leave that open. You're the best. You deserve all the good things. What else is in this stamp set? I don't think I want to stamp anything else. Because I'm not the type of person. Hi, Nicole. I'm not the type of person to say, friends like you are golden. I don't say that sort of stuff. And I don't say, so happy to have you in my life. I probably should. Maybe it's my problem. I should probably say that. So, let's just put this matting piece together. And you know what? I might put that foliage, or I might get another piece of ephemera out and stick it on the back here. I should probably say, you know, say those things, but I don't. Now we could put the foliage, put some foliage on the back, and this is only one sheet of ephemera. Look, here's a little, I don't think I want that, I want this. A little plant for the back of our card. So I do agree with Elizabeth. I think you were the one that said that this paper was too busy for you. I do agree. I thought the same thing. But you know what? The backs of this paper is really quite nice. And we can have another quick squiz at the backs of the paper. So that's where you'll write on your card to your friend. And if you want to say, friends like you are golden, you can stamp that. Or so happy to have you in your life, in my life, you can stamp that. I'll leave that up to you. But I don't say those sorts of things. Maybe I should. Okay, I'm going to put my 2 pre-stamped sentiments in my little pack. And this is our card. So I call it a W fold card. It looks very normal from the front. Don't go up too high. And we've heat embossed our sentiment. And when you open it, it's got the wow. And that's, see, it's a W. Upside down W. If you go like this, it's a W. And that just gives you a bit of a wow. And then you've got their back to write on. Now, if you want to look at the back of the papers, let me get those out for you. Pretty sure I've got papers here. So that's the paper we use on the front. That's the back of that paper. This is the books, and that's the back on this paper. See, I think just a normal card with a strip of the books and a strip of that would look all right. That wouldn't be too much. So that's that. That's the books. This is the spa treatment, and that's the washy one. This is the cooking, and that's the plaid. I actually think the B sides of this paper are the star. Is the star of the paper. To tell you the truth, that's that one. And this is the sewing one. Coastal Cabana dots, splodges. So I think if you use a little bit of the busyness and then complement it with the backs of the paper, the B side, I think this paper actually can work quite well. So I think that's all. That's my paper, my printer turning off if you just heard a beep. Okay, where's all my other things that I had done with this card? Oh, okay, there we go. These are a couple of others that I've done with this suite. And that was the Joy Fold card a couple of weeks ago with the busy sewing one. Not sure I like that, but anyway. Oh, look at you two WA girls. You love the books. You love the book one. I haven't used the books yet, Marilyn. I did put books in here though. But yeah, I haven't used the book paper yet. I'll have to do that, won't I? I thought this could be a good class. Not all the folds. Do one of the folds and a couple of simpler cards. That might be a nice class in the new year. So let's go back to here. So you girls over in WA. Yes, lots of room for fussy cut elements. And these elements, Nicole, are the ephemera pieces from the 2 pages in the... I'm showing you, look. Not even... I'm pointing at the table and you can't see. These are from the ephemera 2 sheets of ephemera paper. And you WA girls are catching up for Christmas drinks. Can I come? I'd love to come. Might cost a lot though. From Sydney to WA just for Christmas drinks. And Nicole, are you WA? You are. Yes. I think you are. Oh, spare room by the beach. Oh, I'm in. When can I come? Anyway, that's our card for today. So it's a W card, and it's the wow is on the inside. That's that one, and this is the one we just made. So the wow's on the inside. So I hope you enjoyed that. As I said, I'll pre-record Wednesday's card and a cover because I'm going out for Christmas lunch. Do you girls want to come? You have to get on a flight from WA on Wednesday, so I'm not going to stress about getting back in time, so I'll just pre-record it, and I will see you on Wednesday, and I hope you have a good start to your week and that your week goes well, and yeah, enjoy handmade with love. That's what I'm calling my cards now. They're handmade with love and a little bit of stress sometimes. Meet on the plane for a Wednesday lunch. Alright you guys, I'm going to say bye now. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and like and share my channel as I try to grow it. See you later.